what's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. I am going to be putting a ceramic coating on this car. So I have cleaned, decontamination it, with iron remover, and I've used, I've had to clay it down to get some stuff off of it. Paint's in great condition, though. Paint's in great condition. There was no protection on this vehicle whatsoever. I mean, even from the first initial laying water on it, the water just lay flat. After washing it, after pre-soaking it, the water laid flat, just laid flat. That's how you can tell if you got nothing on that vehicle. So let's take a look at this vehicle so we can get into what I'm gonna be doing. All right, so I got a 2002. This is a Mercedes. Let's see what this is. Keep forgetting the numbers on the back of it. Okay, it's a CLK 320, and this is a 2002. I mean, look at the paint on it. I've cleaned it already. Like I said, I've done all that. I've polished it out. Okay, polished it out as good as I could polish it. He had a couple of spots where some of the inside of the material was coming up, like on the doors, where I had to put some adhesive spray down around the bottom to put that, because a lot of that stuff's coming up. It's an older car, okay? It's a 2002, so you can expect it. But this thing, you guys just saw this when I first got it. I mean, it was really in rough shape. I didn't plan on doing anything on this car. I really didn't. As far as doing a videotape on it, I was just gonna, get it all cleaned up for the owner. The owner's a real good guy, and I've done his other vehicles. He's also got a G-Wagon. I've done that as well. So I wasn't planning on videotaping it, but what I talked him into I suggested to him, not talk him into, but I suggested to him that since I've already got it polished up and I got this thing cleaned up and I got it looking so good, to put a ceramic coating on it. And what I did also with the wheels and tires, I'm gonna tell you, I had some Permashine left over, so I cleaned the tires real good, put the Permashine on. And the thing I like about the Permashine, because I don't like tires that are real greasy looking, shiny. I think a nice satin to matte finish, black finish, I think that's always best for the tires. That's how they look the best. Passenger side, and we can see it. I had to do all the dash, clean the leather. I put leather conditioner over the seats. I shampooed the carpets because the carpets were wow. Yeah, there were all kinds of stuff. And if you kind of look right up in here, in this area, there's a little bit of discoloration from the stuff that was spilled up in the coffee. Could be, coffee and stuff like that from years back. And, you can get the majority of it out, but you never get all of it out because it's been sitting in there for a good time. In the back seat as well. There's not much in the back seat for these sports Mercedes. And like I say, this is a convertible. But, overall, everything else is in great condition in this car. So I'm getting ready to get out one of my favorite ceramic coatings. This is what I used to polish it out with. I used the Adams Graphene liquid wax. I mean, I'm not sure. I think this stuff is something like $30 a bottle. I didn't pay that much about it. I got this on a clearance at, I do believe, Advanced Auto, and I believe it was on a clearance for like $9.95, so I got like 3 bottles of it. Now, one of my favorites is the Graphene ceramic spray coating, but I don't use it in a spray, okay? It's the same. It is a ceramic coating. And some people may say, well, it's not as good as, that's in the bottle, the smaller bottle. The smaller bottle is more concentrated. That's all it is. It's more concentrated. But this is a ceramic coating. If you don't believe me, you open it up and smell it. And I'm not kidding. It's like, smelling salts. It'll wake you up. But I've used it on my wife's Telluride, and I've used it also on my F-150 that's out there. And, it's held up for it's held up for 2 years. This stuff right here has held up for 2 years. So I'm going to give it to Adams on this one here. I like this stuff anyway, Before like I said, I've already washed it and cleaned it up, and polished it out real good. The first thing I got to do, and what did I do with it? Oh, I left it over there. First thing I got to do is I've got to do a surface prep. So I got to get it all wiped down real clean. Some people may use isopropyl alcohol, but I'm going to use the Mother's surface prep, the CMX surface prep, and I'm using it because I got it and it works. It's good. So let me get this car prepped out, and after I get it prepped out, then I'll put the ceramic coating on it.
Pared Estudio.
listen up, everybody. If you are somebody, if you're, a weekend warrior, where you like to do your cars on weekends. I used to be a weekend warrior, okay, before I started doing this professional. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid, but I wasn't doing it professional, and once I started doing professional, that changes things a little bit because I have business, I got clients that I do. So, but just to show you, if you can wash and clean your car and do it in the correct way, you too yourself, you can put a ceramic coating on it, okay? But the thing about it is you want to make sure that you got everything that you need when you get ready to do it. Now, I got some rubber gloves here, and the reason why, and get yourself some rubber gloves, all right? Get some good ones. These are 9mm nitro gloves. They got some that are real thin, like that latex real thin gloves that, you stretch them too much, they pop. These gloves here are really, really, look how hard these things are to pull. They're really, really tight gloves. So I got that. I got my Adams Graphene ceramic coating, which is right there. Now, you see these right here? These are those little microfiber pads. And I got a whole pack of these, and I got a whole pack of these off of Amazon. I think it's something like $7.99. And the thing about it is that once you use this with this stuff here, you throw this away, and you're gonna throw this away because it's gonna harden up, and you're not gonna be able to use it again because ceramic, crystallizing. Get started with this thing. I got everything on there. I got 3 towels. Make sure that you got you some nice, fresh, mostly unused microfiber towel. These came from Harbor Freight, which I like these, and because they're edgeless. They got no edges, but you always take the tags off of them. Never leave the tags on. So I'm gonna get busy on this car. All right, so when using this stuff here, never, you open it up, you can smell it's pretty strong. So just make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. You can do it. And what I do is, since I don't have the spray bottle on it, which I took that off, I don't care. I'm going to use the blue side. When the blue side is up, then I'll use the gray side. But what I want to do is I want to kind of get this lightly soaked, not heavily soaked, just over like that to fill in the whole section. Now, after I do that, I always take it and put my top back on this thing. And the reason why, chances are, and I've done it before, you can bump into it and kick it over, especially if it's laying on the floor, and then you're going to be pissed off because you're wasting product. So I'm going to start up on this end, and from this area right here to right there, and I'll start the top. But I'm going to do this like this because I want to show you what you're going to be looking for when you put this on. Now, the pros, the people who do this all the time, they already know. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to my audience, those who tune in to watch me, who I do appreciate. And please, while you're watching, hit those likes, hit those subscribe buttons, and it helps to grow the channel. And I really mean that. And I really mean that, I thank y'all for y'all support. I really do. Now, I'm only going to do that one part right there. But let me see if I can get close enough where you can see, where it is wet at. I mean, this vehicle is so shiny. I mean, look at that down there. That's where it's wet. Now, it says on the bottle, let me tell you what it says on the bottle of the graphene stuff, okay? It says that wipe on the product onto the paint, allowing the surface to be fully covered, okay? Allow the product 1 to 2 minutes. This product will look like a rainbow, okay? It's gonna start looking like a rainbow. And hopefully I can pick it up. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. When it starts looking like a rainbow, once it starts looking like a rainbow, then that's when you dry it off. Whatever you do, do not let this stuff dry all the way up on there, because if you let it dry all the way up on there, you're going to have the hardest time getting it off. And not only that, but if you do it on one area, you're going to create this thing they call high spots. You'll see spots of it where it's like, whoa, you can tell it's there. And you can see spots where you can tell, well, it's not there. So, like I say, I'm giving this a minute, and let's see. It says 1 to 2 minutes. I'm going to give it 2 minutes, okay? But what you're looking for the paint to start to get a rainbow-like effect to it. And it's really hard to see, on this black in my area, in my shop, because my lighting in here is not the greatest lighting, and it's not the lighting that you're going to see in some shops. Even with this light that I got on here right now, let's get this as bright as possible. I can see it rainbowing, the rainbow effect coming on it, but you guys probably can't see it. And it has been 2 minutes. So it is time for me to buff this off, okay? And the thing I like about it is it wipes off really, really easy, really nice. Flip your rag over, hit the other side. And what I do like about so much about ceramic is that after you wipe it dry, you're gonna notice it. You know, in the next few minutes, you come look at it. It looks like the shine gets more and more brilliant to it. So let's get the rest of this done. All right. All right, so I'm down to the last door on this vehicle to put a ceramic coating on it. And I noticed right here under the handle, you know where you put your hand at? Let me get in there close. And you can see, look how scratched that up is. And I got the other side, but that side I missed, okay? Because, you know, when you're ceramic coating, you're covering everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a little bit of the, I got some compound here. And this is some stuff from, what's that, Shine Armor? Scratch and swirl remover. All it is compound. You can feel the grittiness in it. I'm just gonna get around that because that part there has not been ceramic coated yet. Everything else has been done except the driver's side door. Now this can only get up in there so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this first part just like this around this area. Just turn this thing on low as possible when first started because we don't want this to kick up. Now, in order for me to get up in there, I'm gonna have to take this off. Okay, I have to take this pad here off, and I need a little bit more compound on it because I didn't have that much on it in the first place. Just put enough on that for that right there. I need to get up under here with my fingers and do this like this, okay? Back and forth to work those scratches out right in that area. You know, you polish out the whole vehicle and you look right here and you see this big dull spot with scratches in it. Come on now. Customer's paying pretty good to get a ceramic coating done. And I just want it to look right, you know? I do. I want it to look right. This is a labor of love for me. I mean, I get paid for it, yeah, because it's hard work. But the thing about it is also, it's my therapy. I'll put it to you this way. And it is. It's kind of like therapy to me. I get in there real good. Just like that. Okay. Around the sides of it wasn't so bad, but just right there in that one little area. And let me grab a microfiber towel. Oh, I got another one over here that I didn't use. It's another purple one. I got a lot of these, but I don't want to use the same one when I'm using to wipe off the ceramic coating with. And just get up in here like this and bring this through here like that. So I don't miss nothing, okay? And let's see here. Okay, so what do y'all think? Much better than it was, okay? Much better than it was. All right. All right, y'all. After 3 days of working on this thing, in and out, I'm done. I'm done. You see the ceramic coating that's in there? Okay. That's done. That's finished. Take a look on the inside there. The inside is all nice and clean. I mean, it even smells like fresh carpet cleaning stuff here. I not only did I clean the seats, I also put a leather conditioner on them as well, okay? On the doors, I fixed a few spots where the doors were Had the little cloth coming off of them. But that's what the Mercedes looks like. That's it. I even did his headlights. His headlights were kind of faded out. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know I did the headlights as well. Okay. All right. On around this side here. On around right here. And around the back. All right, so if you like this video, please hit those like buttons. I appreciate it. I need your support. Please hit the like button, subscribe buttons for the channel. It helps keep the channel going. This was a lot of work, and I'm telling you now, it's not that putting a ceramic coating is hard, or it's not in rocket science. It's just that you have to, you know, you have to do some work. You have to prepare. You have to make sure that the vehicle is clean, that the paint is nice and smooth, and that any and all small scratches are out of it. You're not going to get all the big scratches out. So, hey, you know, you'll never get every scratch out of a car. I don't care what anybody says. So, please, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. And Chuck, your car will be ready for you to pick it up tomorrow, because this time tomorrow evening, I want to sit 24 hours. Y'all have a wonderful day.